I want to welcome you to this first ever Wealthy webinar on this particular topic, where we're going to talk about the truth about network marketing. And I really want to talk about the truth that when I say they don't want you to know about, it's the, I guess, the skeptics out there, the folks who think they know about this industry, your neighbor, it could be your relative. Often it is. It's a well-meaning friend who may think they know something. And so they share some information in hopes that you'll just stay right away. You can see a lot of garbage about it on the internet. And the truth is, no work from home opportunity is really more misunderstood and demonized than network marketing. You know, at best, the average person views network marketing as something that only a few succeed at. And at worst, maybe it's just a downright scam. What many don't know is that this negative perception is really rarely based on experience, but on second, maybe third-hand testimonials from friends or bloggers who are trying to throw shade at the profession, often for their own self-interest. For example, they'll say, learn about how it's a scam, and then when you go and read their article, they will then transition you to join whatever opportunity they're selling, which is often to be like an Amazon reseller or some sort of an affiliate marketer for some other type of a program. And obviously they're doing it for their own reasons. So network marketing is not a get-rich-quick scheme, and it's probably one of the challenges for the profession is a lot of overzealous distributors have made it seem to be so. But like any other business, it requires time and effort to grow. You need skills and resources. What most people miss about this type of business model is the incredible leverage that it offers. And, the reality is it may not be for everyone. However, if you're looking for a way to grow your wealth, it's something that you'll want to understand so that you can get the truth and not the myths spread by the misinformed. So if you've got an entrepreneurial bone in your body and you're interested, maybe you're not even thinking entrepreneurial, you're just thinking you want more income, you want to pay off debt, you want some way to improve your life, and another job is just not something that you can handle, you kind of maxed out, then network marketing is something that I highly recommend people give the due diligence for. So here's what you're going to learn in today's webinar. The myths and truths about network marketing, the powerful advantages that network marketing offers, what to look for in a network marketing business, tips on how to start and grow your business, plus much more. Now, I wanted to share this. I took this from a book that I'm reading, somebody who doesn't even want to call it network marketing anymore. He's calling it leveraged sales. And again, one of the reasons is over-exuberant people pitching positions in a pay plan with no real foundation of a product that adds value. And that overzealous product claims are a consistent, prevalent problem with most of the nutrition, wellness, and even skincare companies in our space. And we just have way too many instances of ridiculous income claims being made across the spectrum of companies in the business. And then you toss in the many cases of people and companies pushing recruiting at the expense of developing a viable customer base. And then you end up with, what is often now seen as what it is. And unfortunately, over the last 60 years, many people have taken this amazing business model, arguably the last bastion left in the free enterprise system, where an average ordinary person can create extraordinary wealth and success, and perverted it. Hustlers, con artists, and greedy opportunists have hijacked it. So this is the reality, unfortunately, for the industry, but it doesn't have to be that way. So it's up to each and every one of us to decide that, no, that's not what this needs to be. And so we're going to exhibit good behaviors, good, best practices. Because the truth is, network marketing is really just marketing, but it is set up in a way where you've got a particular compensation plan that's paid out on multiple levels, which is what really makes it so powerful. That's where you get the leverage from. So here's one of the things people tend to say. One of the most often heard of components here is that network marketing is an illegal pyramid scheme. In the illegal pyramid test, the shape of an organization does not determine legality. If it did, then most businesses and organizations, including the government, would be illegal. because they all have a pyramid structure, where you've got one person at the top, a CEO or a religious leader, for example. An actual illegal pyramid scheme provides no products or services and pays according to the number of recruits. And I think this is just such a critical component to remember right there, is that it is all about moving a product to an end-use consumer, bottom line. So legal network marketing programs offer quality products or services that are sold to consumers. Recruiting new members allows for increased income based on the volume of sales, with team sales volume, not the number of recruits, being the important factor in calculating income. So let me just say it again, that a legal program offers a really good quality product or service that's sold to a consumer. So the reality is that this business is the same as any business, right? We've got customers who buy from us. What's different is how we find and manage those customers, and that we're not typically in brick and mortar locations, even though some of us may have brick and mortar locations for training purposes, things like that. Here's another thing that people may say is only the person at the top makes any money. Well, this argument more accurately describes a standard job. How often does a minimum wage earner become the CEO? Many quality employees never get the advancement and financial rewards that their quality of work deserves. And that's just simply because there's just only so much room at the top. Whereas with network marketing, it's all about productivity. So the more productive you are, then you get paid on that. The less productive you are, the less. It doesn't matter whether you come in early in the game or not. I'll talk about that in a moment. This argument suggests that only the people who get in early make money, which isn't true. Many ground floor members make nothing, while many who come in years later make a fortune. The truth is, in network marketing companies, members can make any amount of money regardless of where they are in the organization. And that's because it's, again, based on effort, right? Income is related to productivity, not position or timing. Now, furthermore, while members of multi-level marketing companies can earn greater income and rewards based on their effort, they don't change position unless people above them lead the organization. That means no matter when you join or where you are in the organization, you've got an equal chance to do well if you do the work. It's not about favoritism or time in or anything like that. So it really gives you the power of choice. Now, eventually, the program will get saturated. So this is another myth that you may have heard that's perpetuated out there. You'll share this with somebody, and that'll be their reply. But saturation is impossible because there isn't a finite number of people. The reality is every day new people are born and turn 18. So thereby adding new people to the pool of prospects for eternity, right? So in Zig Ziglar's book, Network Marketing for Dummies, he offers the best argument against the saturation myth. So what he asks is this: do you know anyone who doesn't have a refrigerator? Well, no, but that doesn't stop, GE or any other company from selling more of them, right? You go down to your local store, you'll see lots of refrigerators for sale, even though pretty much everyone you know has got one. So why is that? Here's another myth: network marketing doesn't work. According to the Direct Selling Association, the direct sales industry, of which network marketing is a part of, they grossed over $35 billion in sales in the United States alone in 2018. So $35 billion with a B in the United States in 2018, with more than 6.2 million people involved in it. And these numbers indicate that network marketing can obviously work, because when you're earning or grossing, or however you want to put that much sales in just the US alone, never mind the world, they pay commissions out of that. So let's say they pay 50%. That means that about $17 billion is being paid to distributors. Now, some of them are maybe making $100 a month, depending on their productivity, and some of them are making 6-7 figure incomes. Again, based on productivity, how much volume they've been able to generate from their activity. Just like any other business, if you were to buy some sort of a franchise and you hardly made any sales, you wouldn't make any money. So success or failure has to do with the network marketing, or has less to do, I should say, with network marketing itself, and instead is determined by the amount of effort one puts into the business. You're going to see this kind of a recurring theme here: effort, right? Productivity. What do you do? And that's why when most folks get involved in this business, most folks don't realize the effort required, that they're going to have to not watch their favorite, Netflix show for a certain amount of nights because now they've got to add a new business into their life, which is really like their own little new job they've created for themselves. But often they don't treat it that way. They come in, they sit around, and they're wondering, why isn't it working for me? And it's no different than someone who wants to go to the gym and lose a bunch of weight, and in 6 months they haven't lost hardly anything, and then they blame whatever program they're on. But if you really actually kind of dissected their activity, you'll see, well, it's no wonder they didn't succeed, is because they really didn't put much into it. And then they'll go and tell all their friends, never try that program because it doesn't work. When the reality is, if you really, again, looked at what they actually did, the effort they put in, it wasn't there. And I'm not here to beat up anybody who doesn't give the effort, but let's just be realistic here. So no one really gets rich in network marketing. This is another thing people say. Now, it's true that not everyone succeeds in network marketing. In fact, the greater majority don't. But let's also remember, well, what does success actually mean? I'm going to get to that point in a moment, okay? So the 2 to 10% of network marketers earning big money are the same 2 to 10% who work consistently in their business. Again, effort, right? So the people that are making the money are also the ones that are giving it, going gangbusters. But getting rich, whatever that means, shouldn't necessarily be how network marketing is judged. Not to mention that, again, rich is a relative concept. Instead, network marketing should be measured by the number of people who reach their goals, whatever that may be. Many people find success in network marketing when they earn enough money to just maybe stay home with the kids, or maybe they pay off a bit of debt, or maybe they finally went on a free trip that they've never been able to go on, or they're able to just improve their car payments, or add to their car payments, something like that. Maybe they just bought a microwave and that was it for them, right? So again, all relative. Also, if you look at how many businesses that come into play within 5 years, 90-something% within 5 to 10 years are bankrupt, gone out of business. So the numbers actually, from a network marketing enterprise to traditional business, network marketing actually wins from that. Plus, in network marketing, if you struggle with it, nobody's going to come in and take all your inventory and kick you out of your location like they would with a traditional business. Now, network marketing is a cult. You may have heard this before. Yeah, that's a great point too. Some people just want to cover the cost of their products. And network marketing, by having a couple customers and you earn enough just to cover your products, that is success. Because who right now is able to do that? Buying from the local grocery store, right? 5 of your neighborhood friends also buy from that same grocery store. You don't get any benefits from that. So network marketing is a cult. Well, now, there are some fanatical networkers out there, no doubt about it. Now, I'm an evangelist, but I'm certainly not fanatical. I realize this is not a perfect business. And I think that's one of the other challenges, is that network marketing distributors have portrayed this industry as a perfect business. In fact, Robert Kiyosaki has a tape called The Perfect Business. And there's just no such thing as a perfect business, because there's humans involved. And humans are, humans, infallible. So let's just throw that out the door, right? This is not a perfect business, but there are many things about it that just make it better for somebody who's trying to get started in their enterprise. So network marketing companies don't, now this is an important point. So yeah, there are some fanatical people out there who may say some crazy stuff, but network marketing companies don't require fanaticism. And in fact, they work very hard to keep their representatives grounded in facts and figures. That's why the company that I work with, and many of the folks, many of the folks, I don't know how many here work with the same company, the supplier that we work with are incredibly, in fact, difficult to work with at times because they're so cautious. They don't want any of that kind of garbage going on. Now, some companies are much more lenient than others, and I prefer being part of a conservative company that will make sure that things don't get out of hand, because then you get in FTC and all these other regulatory agencies when people start mouthing off and saying crazy stuff that's just ridiculous. Again, making claims that are outlandish and whatnot. So network marketing has its issues, there's no doubt about it. But when you really look at it, network marketing is, again, just simply a marketing methodology with a compensation plan paid on levels. Anything beyond that is about the people, which go out and can kind of mess things up. So if somebody's annoying you and harassing you, or if you've been that person, is that network marketing, or is that the distributor's behavior? So that's one of the reasons why we put on events like this, is we are trying to move up the, what's the word for it? Raise awareness and improve the way we do this business to improve the reputation of the industry. Now, many of these issues tend to hinge around false and, again, misleading information. You know, financial gurus such as David Bach and Robert Allen both recommend network marketing and direct selling in their books, which suggests that network marketing, again, is gaining some respectability in the mainstream business world. That's why billionaires are going out and buying up network marketing companies. They understand the leverage that it creates. That's right. Raise the bar of reputation for the industry. That's perfect. So here are some of the powerful advantages that network marketing offers. Okay, low risk. Most network marketing businesses require very little in terms of financial investment. Some even provide you with product packages, which makes the initial cash out even less significant. And it makes it so it's a turnkey model. You don't have to go in and figure it all out. You just get in, you've got products that you can start representing, which is a really important point. You know, many companies make wonderful products, but you can't represent them. You have no ability to go and resell those products and get a little piece of the company's action. You either have to make all the products yourself, which is time consuming, or, well, you don't have products. That's a problem. Number two, flexibility and convenience. You are your own boss in network marketing. You can adjust strategies, use different tools, and basically plot your own course with regard to growing the business. You have the power of choice. And you know what the problem is, though, is one of those choices is to do nothing, which is often what people choose to do. They, for whatever reason, they're busy, you know, and I'm not going to pick on them, give them a hard time, because in my own business, there's been many times I've done nothing. However, because we don't have a boss, that can be a challenge. But at the other side, flexibility, freedom. You know, unlike employees, you've got the freedom to conduct your business practically whenever and wherever you want to. Now, we should probably just adjust that, because lots of employees can be remote workers. I've got remote workers, and they do have flexibility. However, we have a work schedule that they're locked into, whereas if they've got their own business, you can take days off. You can have longer vacations, work from home, work from here, and you get to make that decision. You can even do it while you're attending your child's soccer practice, right? You could be using your smartphone or messaging prospects and things like that. There's also a potential for passive or residual income. Residual or passive income allows you to explore other career or business opportunities without the fear of being completely incomeless. I want to just digress for a minute as well and mention this. Too often in our industry, we have kind of beat up on people for having a job, which I think is ridiculous, because you need a job as your funding source. If you don't have a funding source for your business, how are you going to afford, you know, any of the little necessities you need for your business? And it does take some money, just not anything close to a traditional business, but it's going to take some money. Okay. So you got to get it out of your mind that this is a free deal. That's not true, because you might have to buy a new shirt. You might have to drive to town to meet somebody. You might have to get a new, you know, a third-party tool, an email marketing system, for example, etc. Right? You're going to have to pay for that. So it's very important that we don't beat up on people who have jobs. And you hear a lot of that in some of the network marketing propaganda, is that, oh, you don't want to, you know, work at a job. You know, for some people, they love their job and they never want to quit their job, and that's fully okay. And then network marketing just becomes a really nice contributing factor to their income source. So let's make sure that we as network marketers never going out there and beating up the job, okay? Because here in my office right now, I got people that are here at a job. So, and I'm very thankful for them. What would I do without them? We couldn't have this presentation here. So it takes all kinds. But many of them, by the way, who are here at this job also have their own little side businesses, some of them in network marketing, okay? So this is very important. Businesses earn and spend and pay taxes, whereas employees earn, then they pay taxes, and then they spend. So do you see? That's a really critical component. With a business, you get to spend the money you need first, which allows you to move forward, because it allows you to invest in different things for your business, and then you pay on what's left over. Whereas an employee, it's already gone right away. And now you got to figure out from what's left how you can try to make your life better. So here's some tips on how to start and grow your business. Number one, you've got to love the products. Remember in the beginning of this, I said this is a critical component of this. You've got to have a customer base. We have definitely in the past heard people sharing like, don't worry about customers. You don't need that. You just got to recruit people. That's just bullocks. Okay. None of that. That's going to get your company shut down. You've got to have a solid customer base. So therefore you have to have like fantastic products that people would buy even if they never made a penny, and that you would continually buy even if you just decided you didn't want to do the business anymore. You got to love the products. So successful network marketers really do often have that one thing in common. They really love what it is they have. It's often one of the reasons people join is they've had a wonderful product experience and they want to tell everyone about it. And of course, they don't mind getting their products for free. And then eventually, wow, I can make money at this. They like that too. So if it's not something that you're passionate about, you're going to like use every day and switch out all your brands for that product line, then you might want to reconsider doing this. A career in network marketing is really directly connected to the ability to share your product experience, the enthusiasm of that, and the knowledge of the products with others. But that doesn't mean you need to be a product guru. What I recommend is you use an educational marketing system that educates people. You connect people to experts. Let them be the ones that talk about all the molecules and all the sciencey stuff. Your job is just to be enthusiastic, connect people to that, and facilitate that process. That also makes you more duplicatable. So this is why successful network marketers often start out as customers and then grow to love the product. And then they want to share it with the world for their personal financial gain. Now, in my experience, my parents joined this business because of the business opportunity. My mom, she loved the product. So it was kind of a half-half. My dad just saw the business. My mom saw the product. So both sides can work, okay? You also want to target the right audience. Some organizations stress, or some upline stress that, hey, get your list of 100 people together and then basically pitch everyone, right? Which is, I don't really think it's best practice. The problem with this strategy is it can waste a lot of time and may have the counterintuitive effect of creating discouragement faster than it produces confidence, because not everyone is a prospect. Instead of trying to just randomly pitch a list of 100 people or pitching the guy standing in line at the grocery checkout line, which isn't a wrong thing to do if you're skilled. So you do it in a way that people don't feel icky after you did it. There's nothing wrong with that. But pitching in a way where people are like, oh my God, like get lost, right? You can't get away from them. We know, not acceptable. The best is really to determine who wants what you're offering and then go after them. And go after them, that's probably not even the right way to write this. It's really invite them to take a look, to see if they're open and allow them to make a decision based on what their interests are. And if it's not a fit, no problem at all. That in the past is often not how this business was done. You may have heard of what's called like the flip chart for dessert. People invited you over for dinner, and then after dinner, they'd throw something at you and you're like, okay, it was like a bait and switch. You felt tricked. All that stuff is just garbage. Never should be done. People should, number one, should either not know you're even prospecting them, and then when you do, it should be done in such an elegant way that they feel highly valued that you did that. They feel honored that you shared with them what it is that you're building. Okay, but never should they feel like they need to get away from you. And unfortunately, an unskilled network marketer will often be like that, overly zealous, and that's the challenge. So, okay, so what we want to do is, again, spend time having conversations to see who's a candidate or not. Then you can invite them to take a look. Or if you don't know exactly what they're interested in, then we would want to make sure that you do it in a way where you what's called communicate value while providing a choice. And that choice is to say no. We call that promoting and enrolling versus selling and recruiting. Okay, so promoting and enrolling is all about attraction, allowing people to creating an environment for enrollment so people can take a look at what you're doing and they feel great about it. So that maybe in 3 years' time, they'll be like, remember that thing you showed me? I'm open now. Okay. Now, another really important point is use third-party tools. One of the reasons many new business builders struggle is they just don't have a simple process to follow. They might have an upline who's just barely started the business themselves, or no upline who's paying attention to them or the business at all. And they try to create their own tools and systems. This just wastes time and creates complexity. you want to focus on the things that matter the most and outsource everything else. You want to focus also on education versus selling. If you focus on educating people, again, promoting value while providing a choice, your prospects can sell themselves on what you offer. That makes the business more fun for you, and you'll attract more people to your team. So with that, I want to just give my big thanks to everyone who's come in and joined us tonight. I really appreciate you all for being here. I look forward to seeing you in one of our upcoming events where we'll cover more topics of learning to earn online and how to create wealth in your life using businesses and other wealth creation strategies. So with that, I'm going to wish you guys all an amazing night, and we'll see you in our Facebook groups or wherever we see you next. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.